Hello, great to see you again. Does it ever drive you crazy when your team doesn't take initiative? Do you feel frustrated when you have to explain the same thing over and over again and it still doesn't get done? Why do people have the mentality that they will only do what they are told to do? I wonder what has happened to our workplaces. Why have so many people developed into a spoon-fed society? Henry Ford used to say, thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason why so few engage in it. My philosophy is slightly different. People in general are smart, and I trust the majority do like to think. The question is if we realize that they could do so much more if we take the time to coach and mentor them along the way. I think that people are simply not used to using their brain, and perhaps what's even worse, that they are not allowed to use their brain. The self-confidence and self-worth of many people is being destroyed by people who deal with their own insecurities by putting others down. This really should no longer be happening in highly educated work environments. I see this as the main reason why people aren't able to live up to their full potential. They have lost sight of what they are really capable of doing. If you compare a garden with people management, there really is no difference. You have to use the right fertilizer in order to help your plants grow. Remove the weeds and make sure the plants have enough room to grow. You can't rush the process. You can't reap the awards right away. You have to lay the groundwork, and this takes patience and consistency. But what you plant now, you will harvest later. We have to start cultivating people. It is important to let people know what their expectations are, because in 95% of the cases, people don't know what's expected of them. You may think they know, but many times they don't. How about sitting down one-on-one and explain what your expectations are in respect to mindset, attitude, and behaviors? This should start in the interview process and continue in the orientation and performance review. Wouldn't this be progressive? I hate to break it to you, but if your people are used to being spoon-fed, it is because you are holding the spoon. And I think it's time to pass on the spoon to them and let them hold it themselves. So how can you get started? Connect with your team and tell them what's expected of them. Hold them accountable and believe in their abilities. If this sounds overwhelming to you, why not work with a leadership coach to help you move forward? Remember, excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. And I will see you next week again. Until then, be the best you can be.